I help clients. My clients are all partners, actually. So I work with partners in the beauty, cosmetics, skincare, health, nutrition, supplement space. Usually products that are direct to consumer. And so as a copywriter and a direct response marketer, one of the things that I do is I help, craft the sales messages and design the sales funnels and write the back end emails and create the upsells. And ongoing, I look at the data and I work on improving the conversions. And because I'm partners with these companies, I might have equity in the business, or I might be making a large percentage of the sales or a small percentage of the sales, however that goes. And I usually don't charge people up front because it allows me to build the partnership based on performance.
I like that.
So yeah, that's one of the things that I do. That's why I'm always in those investment rooms, because I'm looking to hear people pitch on like a skincare product or a soap product or a like a supplement that it helps people, sleep better, or digestive health, or gut health, or kill yeast infections. Like those types of products are amazing, and they do really well when you take them direct to consumer.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So how have you generated leads for your business on Clubhouse?
So Clubhouse has been a game changer in the sense that the paradigm has shifted in terms of I can just go into a Clubhouse room with an audience and even speakers, talk about copywriting, direct response, or even give any type of advice. And people are literally hitting me up in my DMs the same way you did when you asked me for an interview, right? You literally just hit me up in my DM. So people that hear you talk, they might read your bio, they might take a look at like your Instagram or go to your website, and they're like, I really need to talk to this person. I want to meet this person. And I feel like they think they can do it a lot more comfortably. Mm-hmm. I feel people are more comfortable reaching out to people they meet on Clubhouse because they feel like they know them more. Right? Like you can see somebody's Facebook post, but you don't know that person, right? I've got like close to 4,700 friends on Facebook. I don't know any of them. And I just started to get to know them on Clubhouse. It's so crazy.
How much time do you spend on Clubhouse, or have you spent?
So I'm a data freak, and I like to analyze new platforms and like to understand what the compliance of them, like what level of compliance do these platforms have. So you take a look at Facebook. When it first came out, you could run advertisements and you could say anything. You could have before and after pictures to sell weight loss products for your ads, but you can't do that anymore, right? Because Facebook has really gone positive and the compliance levels are very high. So you have to water down your advertisements. You have to water down your marketing, right? You can't really hit hard on the problems and pain points. But a new platform always gets a marketer like me excited because I know I can bring back some black hat marketing. Black hat marketing is actually not bad marketing. Every large businesses do black hat marketing every day, like Coca-Cola, Yahoo, Apple. So it was an experiment. So when I first got started, I even have I track on my phone my the amount of time I spent on there. The first week I ever came on, I spent 70 hours. So in the full week, it was 70 hours. I have a screenshot of that. And I learned a lot. My goal was to learn, to listen, to find out what the heck is going on. Because there was a lot of people doing a lot of cool things on it. My number one goal was to figure out how to take my time that I plan on spending on here and monetize it, right? How do I make sure that if I'm spending, 10 hours on here, I'm making more than 10 hours worth of my time back, right? And it really does depend on how you value your time. So, and the crazy thing is me and like every other entrepreneur who came into 2020, we all had plans. We had big plans, right? And Clubhouse really did take those plans and just tear them up. But in a good way, in a really good way, because I've been on there since December, since New Year's Eve, basically. I've been on there since New Year's Eve. And in the first 2 months, I've generated probably close to about $170,000 in revenue just by closing. I close copywriting deals that are substantially larger. My projects are bigger, and they might range between, $10,000 to $20,000 for an engagement. And to be able to close that much business in that short amount of time is pretty crazy. And I know other people that are experiencing similar effects simply because they're preparing themselves and they're adjusting, right? So one of the things that I've coined is this phrase called the .club funnel, right? So a new thing that's really cool and really popular are the .club extensions for your domains. So because Clubhouse is gonna, you could tell it's gonna be a big thing, the .club extension for websites blew up completely. And because they were only $1. Mm-hmm. So because the extensions are only $1 and everybody's like, oh, Clubhouse is gonna be the next big thing, I'm gonna get a domain, my piece of digital real estate, and I'm going to do it at a .club extension. I'm going to create a club on Clubhouse, and I'm going to put a funnel on that website. Maybe I'll sell a course, maybe I'll sell my products, maybe I'll sell consulting. But when I go into a Clubhouse room and I talk to people and I engage people and I connect with people, they'll end up on my .club website. They'll see my products, they'll learn more about me, and they'll engage and buy. Right? Not everybody, but a percentage will. And that idea of a .club funnel and to use Clubhouse as a means of solving simple marketing problems. Marketing problem number one, traffic. Where do I get traffic to my funnel, to my website? Open up a room, go into a room, become a speaker, talk. The first thing you'll notice is people will hit you up on Instagram. You will get follows on Instagram. If you have a website connected on your Instagram, people will click it. You'll start getting traffic on your website. If you have a funnel on your website and people go through it, you'll start getting sales on your website. So the data is all connected. You can track it right back.
Yeah.
So it is a viable source for businesses or entrepreneurs that have been struggling for years or even just getting started. They could come into Clubhouse right now and launch a business and make money today. If they can sell $100 product 10 times a day, that means they go into a room, they buy a .club page or a .club domain, they put up a product, maybe $100 course, right, that they specialize in. And then they go into a room. If they run that room for roughly an hour to 3 hours a day, they might get 10 sales, 1 to 10 sales on that product. Now, how much is that in revenue? That's close to $1,000 a day. If you get $500 to $1,000 a day just from running that room for 1 to 3 hours, that's a $20,000 to $30,000 a year business, but not a year, a month business. $20,000 to $30,000 a month.
A month. Wow, I never.
But it's right out the gate. It's right out the gate. It starts with day one. You open the room, you start getting some sales. You open the room the next day, you get more people in there, you get more sales. You go open the room the next day, you get more sales. I've tested this. I've done this all over Clubhouse. We did this with, you were in a room, the room you saw me or heard me speak in was run by Joseph Ortega. Mm-hmm. And Joseph and I started in the beginning when we first got onto Clubhouse, we started a room that we ran for a month straight. Every day we ran it straight. Yeah. And this was a pitch room where people come in and pitch. And we created a website called milliondollarpitch.club. And all we did was we ran a master class and we sold it for $20 that they could watch on how to pitch on Clubhouse and how to perfect your pitch, etc. And then we upsold people $1,000 to write their pitch for them. So people would come in, they would come into the room, they would hear us. We would say, hey, if you need help on your pitch, we've got this master class. You could go get it for a discounted $20, 3-hour master class. So they go buy it, they go through the funnel. The next thing they see is they see $1,000 offer to get the script written for them. They're like, look, these experts who just taught me all this cool stuff will write my script for me for a discounted rate. I'm going to buy this, right? So we were able to run that room and generate sales and prove that this works, right? And other people are doing it all the time. So, and that's actually what I was selling. So how did I do 170 grand in the last 2 months? I just sold $10,000 dot club funnels. You want to build a room, you've got a business, you've got a product, I'll create a funnel, write it for you, and launch it for you for $10,000. It is a discount. Professionals charge up to $100,000 for something like this, right? But people were coming to Clubhouse and they're all trying to figure out what to do with it. But there are people like me, marketers, who are sitting on there for what, 70 hours in their first week, figuring it all out.
Yeah. Excellent. So what other clubs do you follow?
So I'd have to open up my phone to look specifically because I can't call them up. I know the Hustler. Let me actually pull it up.
Sure.
But I'm not as much of a club follower as much as I am a person follower.
Person. Okay.
Okay. So what I do is I follow the right people. So look, there are people that follow everybody. Right. I don't do that. The reason why is because I want my hallway to be curated for me, right? When I don't want to follow somebody to simply follow them so that they have a follow, right? If I'm not interested in their content, I don't need to see what rooms they're in. I'm not interested in that stuff. It doesn't do anything for me. So I make sure to follow, and I learned this during that first 70-hour week. The other thing that I realized is that I don't need 10,000 followers. I don't need to be on here 70 hours a week. I could be very, very strategic with my time. And really who I need to follow me are the big people, the main people, right? So what did I do instead? Is I went into those bigger rooms and I started engaging with other very big influencers because those were the follows I wanted, right? Because you could have 10,000 people that are, just like getting started in their business follow you, which is great. Because if you sell something to that audience, well, great. Because now you've got a great audience to sell to. But if you want the influence and the effect of all those higher, like imagine this, you could like Perry Belcher, for instance, followed me on my first week. Wow. And he was bringing me up on stages where a lot of people were following and listening to what I was saying. And that gave me way more opportunity than I was able to do on my own, right? So strategically, I looked at like the quality of my followers, not the quantity. Yeah. Now, once you've got that quality of your followers down and people can see, look at all the quality people that follow this person. Mm-hmm. I follow all these people and they follow this guy. I got to follow this guy. So, or girl. And that's how it could work in that respect. So, and I stick to that. There are certain people that if they are running a room, I don't care what I'm doing, cooking, cleaning, in the shower, I will open up Clubhouse to listen because I'm not just there to take and like, just to like talk. And like, I actually do a lot more listening than I do talking, to tell you the truth. But I also do run my own rooms. They are very much copywriting and messaging related. I like to make them fun. One of the rooms that I've had the most fun in that I've run, that I've had a lot of people comment about that told me that they love are my Madman rooms. I don't know if you've seen the show Madman.
Yeah.
So I run a room called the Madman of Clubhouse, and I invite all my heavy hitter copywriter friends, and we all sit at the top and we talk about Madman, the show, and all the different amazing promotions that came out of it, concepts, ideas, and how we can use them today to get more sales in our businesses. Excellent. And that's what we're building a club around as well. So we haven't been approved yet, but we did put it in kind of late for the request.
Okay, Cool. Last question. Where can people find you online if they want to hire you as a copywriter?
Well, I'm not hireable as a copywriter. So I only work in partnerships, which means I either seek you out or you seek me out, you pitch me your business and you want me to come on as an equity partner or something like that. And the best place to do that is either on Clubhouse or on Instagram, because I want to connect with you personally. That's the way I work. That's the way I function. I need to be like today, I made a partnership for 15% equity in a very large company that sells a health solution. It's a water that has silver in it. And it helps kill bacteria and viruses, and it helps with fungus and gut health. And I was able to create a partnership and build a relationship with these people literally over the last 2 months on Clubhouse. And I just got offered by them the position to come on as a copy chief and to get a large stake in their company. So those are the ways I function. There are copywriters out there that are freelancers still, and they're still trying to figure out what to do. And their method is to get paid per hour, right? Or to get paid per assignment or get paid per project. And the problem is you're constantly headhunting for clients, right? And if you don't have a system, you don't have a process, you don't have something to get those new clients, it's going to be hell. It's going to be copywriter hell.
Gotcha. So. Very true. Well, thank you so much for your time. You dropped some amazing gems. And I just want to say thank you once again. I know it was hard trying to get this scheduled.
No, absolutely. I had that call today. I was negotiating that 15% deal. That's why.
Oh, nice. Congratulations. All right. I'll write this up and then I'll let you know when it's on the website. Thanks so much.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.